Good morning, all. Today we are going to World Trade Organization, WTO. WTO was established in 1995. It was set off in 1995. It was preceded by the GATT in General Agreement and Trade and Tariff, which was established in 1948. So GATT was established in 1948, which had in 23 member countries participating in it. So it can be participated in the GATT in 23 countries members. It was a multilateral trade agreement established with the objective to offer equal opportunity to all countries in the international market for the trading. So in this organization, so GATT, it can be in a facilitate to the equal opportunity to the all countries market trading, uh, offer to an equal opportunity. WTO agreement covers goods as well as services. So it can be agreement. It can be covers to the goods and services. It can be intended to provide the equal opportunity to all by removing the various tariffs rates in different countries and non-tariff barriers. So it can be opportunity by all. So it can be removing to the non-tariff barriers also. As a member of WTO, India also follow the WTO's agreement. So the India was it can be follow the WTO agreements and member of the in WTO. So it is also an introduction to the in WTO. It was established in 1995 and got introduction. So next one, functions of in WTO. It can be divided into some functions. In first one, trade negotiations. The WTO facilitates trade negotiations among the countries by providing a framework to structure the agreements as well as providing dispute resolution mechanism. So in this World Trade Organization, it can be provided to the some framework and agreements also, and it can be provided to the resolution mechanism. It creates an international legal framework that ensures the smooth exchange of goods and services among the member countries. So in this trade negotiations, it can be smooth functioning to the exchange of goods and services to the in a number of countries. So it is also in trade negotiations. Next one, implementation and monitoring. So the monitoring and implementation, it is also when agreements are negotiated. The job of the WTO is to ensure that signatory countries adhere to their in communities in a practice. So it can be of the signatories of the in these countries. It also produce research based on impact the agreements on the economics of the countries involved. So in these agreements of the countries, it can be involved to the some signatories. So it is also in monitoring. So next one, dispute settings. The WTO also act as a disputes settlement body when there is a trade conflict. So it is also the settlement of the trade conflict between the states. The members of the WTO can file complaints against other member states if they feel the trade and economic policies of the country uh, divergent from their inner communities under one of the in agreement of the WTO. So in this in a WTO, it can be against the in other member of states. So it can be the country are in a different to the communicate to the in under agreements also. It is also in dispute settlements. Next one, trade capacity. So trade capacity also the WTO runs a special program to support the developing countries by helping them build the capacity to participate free trade with more developed countries. So in this in trade capacity can be in participate to the in free trade and more developed to the countries. It also gives unsustainability under certain agreements low development countries to easy them into in free trade and other countries. So it can be also gives uncertain agreements also it can be uncertain agreements also involved and low developed countries easily to free trade and there in other countries. Next one, outrage. Finally, the WTO carries out lobbying and outreach across the world as a part of its larger objectives to promote the free trade. So it is also an outreach to across the world, and it is also in part of a larger objective to the free trade. They try to in pursue governments to reduce in barriers to trade free. It is also reduced to the barriers and fair and open markets around the world. It is also in reduced to the barriers and free trade activities and fair and open markets around the world of the WTO. So this is the features of the WTO.